everybody, it's 13th Wolfman. You know what today is? Today is day 17 of the 31 days of Halloween. That's right. And on day 17 I chose so last year when I did the 31 days of Halloween, I did the Omen. And this year when I went through all the movies that I did last year, I made sure that I didn't repeat anything because I don't want, I just don't want, hey, look, I'm doing like my favorites, over and over and over. I want to do different movies all the time, so I looked at it and I go, did the Omen last year, which is an all-time favorite movie of mine. So this year I'm doing the Omen 2. Damian, the Omen 2. Starring William Holden, Lee Grant, Robert Foxworth, Lou Ayres. This is an interesting sequel because it starts out just a week after the original movie ends. So it's supposed to be 1976, and it's a week after, the father tries to kill Damian with all the little daggers. So that's where the movie starts, and you got the guy that gave, the archaeologist that gave the father of the daggers, saying that he's now seen a wall, an ancient wall, and Damian's face is showing up as the Antichrist. Okay, well, we kind of know that that's who he is, so it's no big surprise there. He takes another colleague down there to show him, and when they get down there, they get buried alive. No one knows that they are buried alive. They just assume that they went missing. They finally uncover the wall again, but it's like it's now 7 years later. Damian's now 13 years old, and he's being raised by his uncle and aunt, and lives with his cousin. And he goes to a military school, and you find out that the family that he was born into isn't just, his father was an ambassador in England. So you find out, you think, oh, well, that's kind of cool. But you find out that actually that family, the Thorne family, is rich as all hell. They have Thorne Industries, and they're out there to make sure that they help the world and, reap the world of, or not reap, but, they want to make sure that they're financially set, let's put it that way, for the rest of their lives. And they are. Wow. I mean, so William Holden plays the brother, the uncle / brother of Damian's father, and Lee Grant plays the aunt, and then you got his cousin, and Lance Hendrickson shows up in this movie in a small part. And it's like we're talking this movie came out in 1978, even though the timeline makes you believe it's 1983. It's an interesting movie. I like the Omen movies because it's very simple. There's this kid, he's evil, and we need to get rid of him. That's basically the premise for every Omen movie. And this one doesn't fail. I really enjoy this movie. I love everything. Now, in this movie, they tried to use the Latin chanting, music like they had in the first one, but it wasn't as eerie as it was in the first one. For some reason, there was something missing. It just sounded like Latin chanting, or whatever you want to call it. And the other thing is that, so Harvey Stevens, who played Damian in the original movie, is not back because, honestly, the movie's only made 2 years later, even though it's supposed to take place 7 years later. And the kid they got to play Damian looks like he could be a teenage version of Harvey Stevens. But Harvey Stevens' Damian was creepy as hell. I'll say that. That little kid was just all and out creepy. And it's one of the things I love about the original Omen movie. It's just that I like creepy kid films, and That one, to me, I think that's the topper, you know. But when it comes to this one, the kid's creepy, but he's still not. He just, in this movie, he actually kind of finds out who he is. You know, how he's got helpers, and I don't want to say who they are, but I mean, he's got helpers, and they kind of tune him into what's going on and who he is. All in all, it's a good movie. It's a fun movie. Is it as good as the original Omen? No, but nothing ever is as good as the original. Well, that's not true. There are some movies, but still, I still prefer the original Omen over Damian, the Omen 2. But it's a fun movie at that. So I say check it out. If you haven't seen all the Omen movies, check them all out. There's 3 movies, and then there's a 4th one called Omen 4: The Awakening, which was a made-for-TV movie. And it's kind of an interesting idea. So yeah, check it out. Always like, subscribe, share, and comment. Please comment. I want to hear what you have to say. With that, I'm the 13th Wolfman, and of course, I'm on the prowl.